Storm Teammate Tracking Center. This is a winter weather alert.
Here we are, March 22nd, and we do get snow in March. I knew we were not going to be done with the snow, even with a mild start. And here we go, Storm Track Live radar. It's going to be back to winter mode today. And it's just going to look full-on winter. Here we go with a Storm Track Live look closing in on Grand Rapids right now, the Rockford area and Orangeville. We had our first wave of snow moving through. Now we're getting a little bit of a break. We're not done with it by any means. I'm sure everybody knows that with the winter weather advisory until midnight. We're looking at some light snow still up around the Whitehall, Montague area, Fremont, Whiteley, over towards Big Rapids, Stanwood, over towards the Howard City location. But you can see the visibility, the lowest is now shifting east of us. We just have to wait for the next round to develop and move in, and it certainly will. So here's kind of what the futurecast looks like throughout the morning into the noontime. You can see just about everybody seeing a light to moderate snow out there. Off to the west will be some pockets of heavier snow at times, and as we progress through the day, maybe a little bit of a break towards I-94, and that's why we're expecting some of those lower amounts down there, along with a possible mix at times. Then this evening, it could be a band of some heavier snow kind of pivoting through from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. After that, I think, for the most part, winding down, and we'll wake up to some sunshine tomorrow morning. Now, in terms of that snow, I know it's a broad range, 3 to 7 inches. I think in around Grand Rapids, around 3 to 4 inches, a pretty good bet. Kalamazoo over to Battle Creek, the near little band there, about 1 to 3 inches. Once you get to our extreme southern counties, Berrien, Cass, St. Joseph, and Branch, we're looking at trace amounts, likely around an inch. So winter weather advisory, the only change is the National Weather Service has now included Van Buren, Kalamazoo, Calhoun, and Jackson counties. Here's a live view Kalamazoo. Pretty quiet out there right now. Roads decent, and you can see some wet roads right in the center of the GVSU campus with some snow on the ground as that first little wave moved through. Current temperatures out there, 32 in Kalamazoo. Everybody north of I-94 in the 20s, though, would feel like ratings about 20 to 25 degrees. The wind force is going to be light today, so we don't have to worry about any blowing snow. But you can see how far west that snow extends, right through the central and southern Minnesota. So you can see why this is going to be a long duration event as it kind of just rides right along this area of, this warm front and eventually an area of low pressure that's going to skirt right across the southern part of the state. We'll head to the weekend. North wind builds in for Saturday. It's going to be a chilly one, even with sunshine returning. We'll have partly cloudy to mostly sunny conditions, and then high mid-level clouds will increase throughout the day on Sunday, but will remain dry throughout the weekend. Another system heads
Tuesday,
this time
storm.
It's going to be a warmer one, and we'll have a chance of some showers and maybe an isolated thunderstorm Monday night into the Tuesday time frame. Temperatures in the 50s, so the snow we get now.
I better make some breakfast before I go to work. I'm going to have a C-roll before I go to work. Turn this down a little bit. I don't want to watch racing. I don't know what sounds good. I just want to watch something. I don't know what to watch, if you know what I mean. I want to watch something. I don't know what sounds good to watch. You know what I mean? I don't know what sounds good. Watch Cops. Okay, that doesn't. I'll watch Cops. So that's the only thing I can think of. That's the only thing that sounds good now is to watch Cops. Watch Cops or something, I don't know. You watch Hell of a Boss would be a good idea to watch Hell of a Boss. Yeah, I'll put Cops on. Let's watch Cops. You can call them first? No, Cops. Space. I'm just gonna play into
bombing program was taped over a 16-day period in Leningrad and Moscow by 6 camera teams, 3 American, 3 Russian. Soviet officials allowed the crews unprecedented access to all police operations and permitted all footage to be cleared without censorship or review.
Hammer sickle. Black Vulgar. I mean, in Russia, they take drink driving more seriously than we do. Just as bad as we do.
Tonight, for the first time in history, thanks to the new policy of Glasnost, the world will ride along with the Soviet militia, Russia's national police force. An international television event, direct from Moscow and Leningrad. This is the reality.
Two biggest cities in the world. Two biggest cities.
Served in the Soviet Union.
Во время несения службы строго соблюдайте санитетскую законы. По мостовым маршрутам шагом марш!
Those cars look a little more modern. So, having a car in Russia at the time was hard to get one. I mean, I'm sure I'm ready to go.
It's time we illuminate the facts. Vape products contain harmful, unaddictive levels of nicotine. Nicotine negatively affects your brain chemistry and can lead to increased levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. You can take control of your health. Get the support you need to quit vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.org or text Start My Quit to 36072.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
Back in the heavy 1990s, Samsung, the Korean conglomerate, decided it was time to enter the automobile sector and build a car, and they went all in with a brand new state-of-the-art factory and a vehicle based on a respected Japanese design. The result was a massive failure that lasted for just 2 years and whose collapse was a combination of bad product and historically bad timing. This is the story of the Samsung car. Welcome back to All Cars, y'all. I am John, and before we get to the car, let's look back at Samsung and their history and how they got to this point. Today, Samsung is a juggernaut that is among the largest companies in consumer electronics, chip making, shipbuilding, construction, life insurance, and advertising in the world. It was founded back in 1938 at a time when Korea was under Japanese occupation, and it was founded as a trading company dealing in dried fish, groceries, and noodles. From there, it built itself up and began diversifying, and by the 60s had entered the electronics industry with its first product being a TV. Now, this name Samsung means 3 stars in Korean, and with the 3 translated largely as something big, numerous, powerful. and the stars implying an everlasting or eternal.
I know it's Gold Star.
It also is meant to be an homage to Mitsubishi, whose name can also be translated as Three Diamonds. Now, the founder of Samsung died in 1987 after starting this global expansion and investment in the electronics segment, and his replacement sold off divisions of the company to focus on just three industries: electronics, engineering, and chemicals, while also looking for additional diversification. By 1992, they were the world's largest producer of memory chips, and in 95, they produced their first liquid crystal displays. In fact, they were so good at it that Sony from Japan reached out to them for a partnership on their LCDs. Looking at the electronics and the electrics,
I haven't seen a TV.
the company realized that automobiles were a combination of many of their core strengths, and in 1994 reached a licensing agreement with Nissan as their technical partner, and a company that was unfortunately itself already in financial trouble. And in March of 1995, they formed Samsung Motors. There's also the simple fact that Hyundai and
Nissan's still
Samsung
around.
were historically bitter rivals, competing in multiple segments like construction and shipbuilding, and with Samsung losing its place at number one. So building an auto company was seen as a way to curb some of Hyundai's ambitions in that segment as well. But their interest in the auto sector actually dates back all the way to 1978 when they explored acquiring Sinjin Automobile of Korea, now a defunct automaker. But they also approached Toyota and Volkswagen for technical alliances. Through the 80s and the early 90s, they approached Chrysler, Fiat, VW, Honda, BMW, and Peugeot as well. And their heavy industries actually formed a partnership with Nissan Diesel on trucks since about 1990. To accelerate their plan into the automobile sector, Samsung actually tried a hostile takeover of Kia in the first half of the 90s, but the government ended up rejecting that plan and stopping it. So they had
Wait,
to
Kia's owned by Hyundai.
actually tried a hostile takeover of Kia in the first half of the 90s, but the government ended up rejecting that plan and stopping it. So they had to plow ahead, and by November of 1996, construction of their auto plant in Busan was completed at an estimated cost of $4 billion, and with their first product expected in 1998. Unfortunately, while a thoroughly modern plant, it actually added to a problem of oversupply of production capability in Korea, and their timing couldn't have been worse. In July 1997, the Asian financial crisis began and quickly began spreading like a contagion.
I know
And
about
the
that.
Korean conglomerates with aggressive expansion plans were particularly at risk. They were burdened with high debt and very vulnerable. And in mid-1997, Kia defaulted on its loans and was forced into receivership. Samsung, in the first round of bids, actually was the highest bidder, but ultimately through multiple rounds, they were outbid by Hyundai. Samsung now had no option but to continue with their car plans, and in March of 1998, their first car, called the SM5, was produced, going on sale in April. Now, the SM5 was based on the then 4-year-old A32 Nissan Maxima with more dowdy styling. 4 Nissan engines were offered, and both 5-speed manual and 4-speed automatics. While sales were acceptable at around 44,000 units that first year, unfortunately it was at a time when Korea had the slowest sales year ever recorded. And it's been consistently rumored that many of those first-year sales were to Samsung employees who were, quote, encouraged to support the company's products. Regardless, the company was hemorrhaging money from its massive investments, losing about $192 million in the first 2 quarters. And in December of '98, they began talks with Renault. Second-year
Renault.
sales of the SM5 were even worse, believed to be around 17,000 units, and the end was near. In late '98 and early '99, Daewoo offered to swap their electronics division for Samsung Motors. The plan ultimately failed, and Daewoo ended up bankrupt in August of 1999.
And GM bought
And in
them.
late 2000, Renault bought a 70% stake in
Califia organic almond milk.
Only 3 ingredients.
That sounds gross.
What? AAA auto insurance.
Uh-huh. Our teams help members find a smart plan at an even smarter price.
Motors, possibly spurred by their investment in beleaguered Nissan, of course now a partner with both companies. Well, Samsung Motors' story actually ends here. It's important to know that the company continues to this day. It was renamed as Renault Samsung Motors, and sales began to improve almost immediately. The second generation SM5 debuted in 2005, once again based on Nissan, and the third generation in 2009 based on a Renault platform. The SM5 finally ended in 2019. They also added the SM3 in 2002, the SM7 in 2004, and the QM5 crossover in 2007. During the 2010s, sales were falling and Renault had to revive the company partially through layoffs, partially by building Nissan Rogues at the plant to increase production, and also by introducing new products such as the SM6 and the QM6. Renault had the rights to use the Samsung name until 2022, when it was finally dropped and the company became Renault Korean Motors, and it now has a focus on moving into ever more electrified vehicles. This story may not be
Okay, so
known to
Samsung
you
had a car
outside
company?
the U.S., either in Korea or perhaps if you're familiar with Renault's businesses. But for me, it was a huge surprise to hear that Samsung not only had considered entering the automotive world, but had actually done so, however briefly. What's fascinating to me is there's a massive what if.
Well, I use Samsung Motors. I use stuff from Samsung all the time, but I didn't know Samsung had a car company. So you see here, I got time to kill before I have to go to work. So I don't know what I should do. Nothing. Just relax, Tyler. You can do what you want. Clear. I don't know what to watch. 4 months ago, I'm not watching it. Go to the channel. 4 months ago. Can't believe that 4 months ago, and they're already. So their episode's supposed to come out soon? That's what they sounds like, and their episode will be coming out later on this month or next month. I can't wait to find out when it comes out because I can't wait to watch it. If it comes out. Tyler, I think Tyler, you're a nut who doesn't have. Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm gonna just look for something to watch, Tyler, and put it on there, cut the camera off, and that's it. That's what I'm gonna do. Well, I'm gonna get off this and do something else. Thing is, though, being a YouTuber is fun and all, but just that when you run out of ideas, it sucks.
This is Elsie. She is the only resident in America's smallest town.
I'm not here because I have to be. I can.
I'm gonna do this. More J Stew. I just want to get some. Now I gotta smile now. More J Stew.
Hello, I'm Bob Ross.
And I'd like to.
Thank you.
We've built some of the craziest micro builds on YouTube. From a micro skyscraper with a helipad to a micro hotel with a penthouse suite. Why is there a window into your room in my house? One of our favorite micro builds of all time we have saved for last, so enjoy. Today we're building a mic.
I like micro skyscraper. You don't know. I like the micro skyscraper. I like everything else but the skyscraper video. So yeah, I don't even know if the camera's even on or not. I don't remember if I turned it on. I think I'm actually didn't record at all, but if I did, who cares? Well, I'm just gonna watch this for a little bit. I want to make some money on YouTube.
rooms. Up the stairs.
Here we go.
Cut down the hall to your left. That's for the pool and workout room. A01. Oh, right here. Oh my. Guys, what kind of hotel room is this? No, they said it was a micro hotel. But my goodness. Not only is this one of the smallest rooms I've ever seen, it is a bunk bed. I'm gonna call the top bunk. Hello. A01. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's upstairs. One of the rooms upstairs. That'd be kind of weird. Well, hey. What are you doing in here? You're AO1 too, as well? Yes, as well. There's your bed, bud. What are you doing? Look how your suitcase is bigger than the room. Oh my God, I don't even fit in here. This is so stupid. Well, at least we have a TV. I'm just checking in. AO2. What the heck? All I did is a little baby bed? How did I get in here? I have a window. The room in there is so sick. I'm Justin.
I'm back.
Here we go. Alrighty, that was easy enough then. No problem. Strangest hotel ever. We're kidding about being a micro hotel. AO3. B01. Oh, B01. Oh, well, I guess I'm down this hallway. Want to trade before we... I don't know. It should be fine. The room might not be what you expect. Nah, I'm just going to put it on here. Alright. Alright, good night. Good night. Best room ever, right?
No.
Lights or... Well, I think this room is a little underwhelming. Hey, Blake, we're neighbors. Oh, Blake, is that Larry? Oh, Blake's here. How's your room? Sucks. I'm not gonna come over. Hey, no, look at it. Why do you have to hide? I can't look at it. Oh my, there's... that sucks. That sucks so bad. You guys have to go check it out. Nah, it's okay. See you, Blake. I'm gonna have so much fun in my room.
I wish I had a camera. I wish I had some hard cameras.
I pack for every scenario. This is alright. I'm gonna make it work.
I wish I knew how to edit, but I don't know how to edit.
Oh my God! I think I literally just got the penthouse.
Hey, we're like you. I hate you.
Look how massive this is. I got a full-size bed here with comfy sheets, even a heater. No way. What's right, you jerk? What? What? Why is there a window in your room in my house? I don't know, but it makes me mad. We got 2 couches here, a TV with a PS5 and brand new Xbox.
Woo! Yoo-hoo!
Fridge stocked with Yoo-hoo. I even got this goodie basket full of snacks. Tonight is gonna be legendary. Hey, I don't know. I heard a lot of cool things happening over here. Wanted to know if we could come over. Maybe not right now. All right. Well, you're always welcome in our room. Yeah, anytime. Everyone, everyone here gets a bit bizarre. What do you guys want? We just want to come over. We want to see your place. It looks awesome. Stop bugging me. What in the world? Looks like my neighbor doesn't even have a window. What are you doing? Justin over at the blinds, you more of a jerk. I hate this place! This place is top of the line. It comes with a pool room, there's a workout room. What? There's a lobby area that has snacks. Please on me. We should explore that later. Leave it open. We're gonna break it. Gym? Oh, this is pretty state-of-the-art gym I've ever seen one. Now we can do polls. We can do it. Oh, the pool room. Man, this looks clean. We all can probably fit in here later. Pool party tonight? Pool party tonight. And after dinner. Yeah! Justin got some snacks for some reason. I guess because he got the big room, and I really got stuff down over the bed. So I'm really hungry right now.
Blah blah blah. A dollar. Who wants Nutella is gross? Who likes Nutella is gross?
We're trying to get some sleep in this hotel. Well, this is our room. Beds think that goes to Justin's room. I just noticed that there's this like door right here. What the? No way, dude. I have access to the room. No way. This is gonna come in handy later. Holy! Is this yours? Well, wait, that come with the room? Oh my 64. Dude, this is like ancient, but whoa, we are so gonna play. Plug it in. Oh, we'll do it later tonight. Yeah. What games do we have? Oh, great. So, A Bug's Life. Well, first off, look at this. How am I gonna fit? I'm taller. Yeah, but you're on the top of it. Gun. What the heck just happened? Oh, TV fell. Killed my shoulder. It fell from the top and smacked the heck out of Andrew. Ah, what do you want? What just happened? The TV fell and hit me. Good. Okay, this means war. Okay. So many snacks. Where'd you get those? Upstairs. I definitely gotta get me.
It's coming out tonight. It's coming out today. I need to look at see what's playing theater around here.
Motorola Razr is giving you a different perspective. Hello, Moto.
Me some snacks. The receptionist desk? Hey, looking for some snacks. Okay, well, what happened to all the normal snacks?
I don't really know. I went to the bathroom and when I came back, looks like someone bought them all.
$14 for this thing of Nutella? Are you guys insane?
Well, also, my shift is going to be ending soon, so my coworker is going to be able to take care of you guys.
Okay.
You still coming in at 1 a.m.? Awesome. All right.
This snack basket is perfect for some midnight snacks. But one thing you also didn't know is that there is room service here at the Micro Hotel. So I'm going to definitely be ordering in some dinner.
What's up? Hey! I crafted a contraption in this room to get my ball back using this lampshade and some tape, sealing. It works. No way. Back in business with the ping pong ball. I think there's snow in the forecast. We can't go outside and do any activities. We're stuck in this hotel.
My room doesn't have any heat.
I don't even have a window.
Hi, I was wondering if you had a pepperoni pizza.
Hi, room service. 2 chicken sandwiches. We need milkshake for the both of us, and maybe mac and cheese. Oh, yeah. So this is B01, but you can bring it. I'm in A01 just hanging out, but you can charge it to B01. Okay. All right. See ya.
Oh my. It is raining right now.
Blake is being pretty innovative. Not gonna lie.
No way. It's pool party time.
Guys, pool party right now. 10 minutes. 10 minutes? Yep, you got it. Where my umbrella go? What? How did I get there? Taylor, pool party, 10 minutes. Okay. What? Pool party, 10 minutes. All right. Wait. You need my shorts? Hey, are you gonna post over here? No, my shorts. Sure. You're a little wet. Wow. You really practice good at getting shorts wet? It's a little cold. I don't think you guys understand how cold your pool is. This pool is filled up with well water. There's no windows.
When the floors are waxed too well, this comes really slippery. You can vape on your paws.
So I'll give myself a name some.
I'm addicted to the madness. This hotel is my Atlantis. We're forever gonna have a fucking reason to sin. Let me leave my soul to burn and I'll be free. I'm addicted.
Doing it? No, you're not.
I did it before. It's like the polar plunge. Your toes are weird looking.
That was actually horrible. One of the key features of the Micro Hotel. Let's just get out and never come back into this room.
Oh, we're gonna have pizza later on this week.
My pizza, right?
Especially with this one because we already know what happens. How you like it?
What is Sean Bradley doing? I just pooped a diaper too. It's had enough. What are you doing? Oh my. He just falls down. Falls right up.
It literally is snowing outside right now, but I think I'm gonna get a great night's sleep. I got the fireplace on, I got these warm fleece blankets, fuzzy pillows. It's time to get ready for bed and get a full night's sleep. I'm actually looking forward to falling asleep tonight, guys. One thing I haven't noticed in this entire hotel is a type of bathroom or sink or something, so I don't know how I'm gonna brush my teeth. Dang, yeah, it is really snowing outside right now.
Oh my Blake! Why it's gonna snow over you? Are you okay? Yeah, it's a little cold. Alright, well. Good night. Turn the heat on.
This is gonna suck.
Night! Lights are going off.
Gee, so turn.
Oh my! Hey! Busted our TV, is that the worst thing?
I'm exhausted. As you can see, Justin's already asleep. It's so creepy that he can really watch him sleep in the middle of the night. He wakes up, but whatever.
Skidward.
Who the heck are you? Andrew! Can you ask somebody to get a car down the plane and wake me up? It's like 1 a.m. Sounds like Squidward. Ah!
It's time to prank. What's the prank gonna be? Mr. Chicken. I can get into Justin's suite.
Guaranteed fresh? Ah, this is gonna be expensive. Wait, it's not expensive.
It's an Aldi thing.
I hate these commercials. They're stupid. Who gives a care?
Helen Honors.
That's stupid.
I know he's got a whole stash of Hughes in there. I say we steal that.
Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo!
It's not cold. Oh my, no.
Guys, it's so frigid in here.
Guy?
What are you sleeping with? What is that? Mikhail will turn off his alarm!
Caleb! Ricky, we're all alarm. Keep your alarm won't shut up.
We spent the last week building our very own micro apartment. We put our brains together,
Okay, it's 8 o'clock, so I got an hour before I have to go to work. I got less than an hour before I have to go to work. So I'm going to watch some more thing and then maybe pack you guys up and get you guys put up because I have to leave in an hour. Less than an hour, I leave.
skills together.
I leave in 45 minutes. Okay, I'm leaving in about 45 minutes. I got 15 minutes early in case the bus shows up early, which it does not show up early. It shows up at the same time. But lately, the past 2 days, they've been coming to pick me up early. They picked me up early yesterday. Picked me up early. They picked me up early today. Who knows? So yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys on until the camera dies. I'm gonna stay the camera on until the camera dies off. Then I'll leave. How much time left? I got half an hour left. So when it hits I'm gonna stay down here for a little bit longer. But yeah, I'm gonna stay down here for a little bit.
What makes this challenge difficult is Facebook Marketplace is full of scams, sketchy sellers, and no-shows. And we only have today to get our items and survive overnight. $400, boys. Go. Stop, come on your break. This falls out. I have no house for tonight. Caleb found a PS2 and TV combo, all for $50, but he had me go with him because he was very nervous. PS2.
Alright, I got my cashier, about to pick up the pizza. That's right. So do you know anything about him?
No. Caleb and I are pulling up to pick up this VW Bug. So the guy is making us meet at the gas station at night so we can follow him to the location. This video doesn't get uploaded, but you'll know why. This road, is this sketchy or what? It's straight. Yeah.
It's not good.
You gotta get our money. Oh, he's coming. Oh,
No.
it's extra 20.
Oh, man.
How do you get in?
Oh, no, there's no handles.
Just with the horse.
Now streaming only on Disney Plus.
17 years of music, one era at a time. Welcome to the Eras Tour.
Got work today, and the time this recording comes out, I already went to work. It's Friday, the 22nd of March, 2024. A little before 8 a.m., and that's about it.
Moving extremely slow. The winch was working way too hard and literally caught on fire. Something was definitely up. So we had to ask him.
You break the door? Oh, yeah.
That's new. I've done a lot of winching, and that's never happened before.
I haven't done no winching. So it's the day of the overnight, and so I have to push this bad boy into our camping zone. But I found out I actually have this thing to start. Doesn't have an engine, but I still got to start.
You hear that thing purr?
Oh man, nothing like a nice V-dub engine. It's in the back as usual. Oh, sheesh.
The brakes!
Alright, so we have all of our items for Facebook Marketplace and our shelters in place. So it's time to get decorated and get prepared for tonight to survive. Alright, it's time to get everything that I got from Facebook Marketplace and put it inside of my shelter.
There's these seats out, and the guy said all you need is a rubber mallet, a flathead screwdriver, and WD-40 to remove seats from a Volkswagen. And so far, not good.
Alright, I've got all my stuff inside of my shelter. I have one more big item left. Well, I got all my supplies and the animal shelter right behind me. I think it's time to get decorating.
First things first, I gotta take shoes off by the door because my shoes are wet and I don't want the whole thing in here to be soaking. Ah!
Is there snow?
There's snow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just look how spacious it is in here. Plus, I have some heated items that will heat up this entire place, no problem, especially when I shut the door.
Come back later.
Hey, what's up? There's WD-40 in there. It's gonna catch on fire.
Then what are we doing, Blake? So we figured it out. Have to hit this latch down, and then it's almost out.
Ow! Woo! Ow!
Something just cut my finger. I got
more to go.
Another one of the items I found was this strange TV that has a DVD player built into it. I also got a movie later before bed.
I hate that movie.
And hopefully the DVD player will work. Honestly, I don't have that many items because I basically spent half of my budget on
So yeah, it's almost 8 o'clock, so when it hits 8:30, if the camera dies before 8:30, I'll be happy. If it dies after 8:30, I'm going to have to turn you guys off because I have to leave by a certain time.
Y'all know what happened last time. Also found this fleece blanket for 10 bucks.
So yeah,
On top of that, I also got a heated blanket.
so we're going to kill a little time in a little bit.
Show you guys my big
So yeah,
item, a trampoline. I was just thinking, how's a trampoline gonna fit?
I got to do something real quick before I forget.
Here it is. So we're gonna open it up. You'll jump in. Major, did you notice something about where Caleb's sleeping? Something's leaning over his car. You think about it, take it?
What are you talking about? Yeah, we're talking about how cool your car is.
Caleb's car.
I know, a VW, dude, that's nuts. Like, that's historic, pretty much.
So what you're saying is, in the middle of the night when he's sleeping, we should cut the tree and it collapses on the car. Let's do it.
Well, guys, the sun has officially gone down, and the temperatures are dropping drastically.
Oh my gosh. I'm actually pretty excited for my tank here. I'm actually excited for my animal shelter.
How you feeling, bud?
Horrible. It's freezing cold. I forgot to get a heater, and I'm not even a third of the way done with my mod.
You can just turn the car on.
Let the end. It has...
You're gonna have like, don't do this at home. You're gonna have like all kinds of poisons like in your body.
I don't care.
In our submarine video, we asked you guys to get 75,000 likes and we would take it to the ocean. Well, you guys absolutely blew it out of the water with over 160,000 likes. So, that's what we're doing. We're working on a brand new submarine and that video will be coming soon. So thank you so much for the support. Be excited for that video coming soon.
This is how you lose the older demographic.
If you get blue, Jess will give you $100.
If I get blue,
Well, looks like
I've got like $5 left in my budget, and the only food we can get is if you find it on Facebook Marketplace. So I found a potential option, but I'm gonna have to drive out there and get it. It's almost dark already, so by the time I get back, it's gonna be pitch dark, I think.
Yay for late night Facebook burritos!
So it is pitch dark. I wasn't able to find the burrito guy, and there was someone selling some suspicious-looking chicken McNuggets. Didn't want those either, but I was able to find some hot dogs for a hot dog grill.
Welcome to Blue Betty's. Welcome to Blue's Clues Getaway. This is honestly before I even give you the full tour, this is the best part. Just wait for the sound. I haven't heard this in over a decade. Is this a vibe or what? You just chilling here like this?
You play guitar, Hero?
Yeah, dude. Got a PS2. The Volkswagen Beetle and these accessories and lights and the gaming system has $1,000. I thought $1,000 would go a lot further. I did get this cool helmet. I don't even like the Dolphins, but it looks cool. It's got real foam in it. This is a pillow because it was only a few bucks and a blanket, so I think I'm set. I could easily make this overnight. Definitely not eating a hot dog again. I thought you keep thinking about it. I did mess up though. One thing, like in this whole place, what do you think's missing?
Plants?
I don't have a heater.
So you're kind of mad the door's open,
Yeah,
huh?
can we shut it, please?
Yeah, I guess. It's kind of funny because if anybody doesn't complete this challenge, they have to eat a dollar store hot dog.
The camera's not on, guys. Camera's off.
Well, guys, as you can see, it is pitch blackout and it is freezing. And I'm starving. So I think it's time we turn on the pizza.
I'm going to see what's on live TV right now on Streamy. Like I said, it's 8 o'clock. It actually just turned 8 o'clock now, according to the clock on the wall, according to the city clock we kind of have. And I'm just killing time until 8:30 because at 8:30 I have to leave. Okay, 8:45 is when I leave, but I'm gonna pack you guys about 8:30. The clock on the wall. Night is nearly through. Do 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 do. Hey hey, it's okay. You can walk through work tomorrow. Hey hey, it's okay. You can sleep through work tomorrow. Parking wars. Detroit.
People love the cuss and fuss. I'm at work. I shouldn't have to go through that. Shouting out nonsense for no reason. That's all they do out here is cuss and fuss. At work 17. Is your hit. Man, this is a good one. Sonya, talk to the lady.
Ma'am, it's your vehicle? I've been booted for non-payment of parking tickets. I'm not even illegally parked. It's not for being illegally parked. You got a boot for not paying the tickets from past tickets. Right, slow down. Slow down.
Yep, that's how we do it.
Get the out of
Y'all fully.
Being outright changes absolutely nothing. It only makes the situation worse for
They
you.
graduate, these kids getting cap and gown, trying to get out of school, and then someone want putting caps on people's cars. I gotta watch my car with a boot on that one. I'm a boot they on out of here.
When you're about to lose your car, you get upset. And you're going to take it out to the closest person or the closest thing to you. But had you taken care
Get my bolt cutters.
we wouldn't even meet. Period.
Get my bolt cutters out.
That's right, yeah. We had it tagged to how we booted earlier to release this vehicle to the tow yard. Tow truck is here.
I would cut the boot off and take the car away.
Still on the car. Citizen has not been home. They don't realize it's gotta be towed. It'll be a good tow. There's nobody out here to deal with. Look out, Courtney.
Parking tickets, baby. Man, this is my house, this is my property. What the hell is going on? Please, action, stop rolling.
Vehicle was booted for non-payment of parking tickets owed to the city of Detroit. This information at the bottom is the number you can call. Hold on, sir. Sir, hold on. Hold on, sir. Okay, I need you to back up for me. So we about to have another one of these. You can call the squad car.
Sit in.
Can you get on my face, please? Cut your legs off. That car sure ain't work that way. Well, I'm looking at football scholarships, so I want you to do that. I'll definitely show you, Robbie. Wait till I talk to that. Hey, young blood, let me tell you something. You just causing a problem for yourself that you don't need. This is my son. Okay, well, I'm talking to you then. It don't matter. I need to get your car.
Can we step over here so we can finish?
I need an explanation.
The vehicle was booted for non-payment of parking tickets owed to the city of Detroit. We're in the process of towing it. But if you pay your tickets, you do get the car back.
When you all take it, you're going to pay on over.
Yes, sir.
In order to recover it, you have to
Pay all your fines and penalties. Okay. You can get on the payment plan. If you call this number down here at the bottom, you're going to give them your license plate. You calling right now is not going to prevent us taking the car, so you can back up and we can discuss this on the sidewalk or whatever. They're not going to radio me and tell me not to take it because they already radioed me and told me to come and pick it up. You wasted time. The car is going to be towed. Your father's coming and still sit on the car. You said you got a football scholarship coming up, right, sweetie? Please don't jeopardize that, because if the police come, they're going to arrest you. Okay. Here's the thing, though. Whomever been driving this vehicle has parking tickets. They owe a substantial amount of money.
Y'all didn't like mail us nothing?
I guarantee you, let me tell you, I guarantee you your mama got a letter before today.
You never know what can happen. Just recently.
So yeah, I'm not watching that. That's a rerun. I've seen that one. That's Detroit. Parking wars are great. I know they are. But you know what? Something else. There's nothing on TV this early in the morning anymore. It's the news.
This is so cool, guys. Check.
I know my channel sucks, but you know what? I really don't give a care. People say, Tyler, your channel sucks. Tyler, your channel is horrible. This and that. You know what though? Over the years, people tell me that. You know what though? I really don't give a care. People say,
What's up, guys?
I like doing my channel. That's all I gotta do. My channel, having fun with my channel.
Survival challenge. You guys loved the last one, except
So I'm gonna look for something. So it doesn't really matter if my channel sucks or not. I'm just gonna be going to work. That's what counts. Okay, more J Stew. That's old, that's old, that's old, that's old. Are you tired? Well, my channel's okay. I mean, come on. I own a YouTube channel that does poorly, but okay.
Can you sign my phone case?
No! Can you sign my ass? I wish I could do something awesome, but no one wants to watch my channel because I don't do. Wig. Which was that? Oh, this is the first one.
Good morning, Matt. And a nice wig, by the way. Mission Impossible was a popular television series that ran for 171 episodes between 1966 and 1973. Your mission, should you decide to accept it, is to make the first in what might be a series of videos regarding the tape recorders that we use to deliver the mission briefing at the start of many episodes. You should begin with the model this message is being played on, as it was the most commonly used device, appearing in a total of 48 episodes across all 7 series. This message will not self-destruct because it was really hard to find one of these machines. I mean, even the little tape reels are a weird diameter, so you'll probably never find any more of those. Perhaps we can just use some rubbish green screen effect to transition out of this section instead. For anyone out there who hasn't seen the original Mission Impossible TV series, it's more often than not open with Jim Phelps arriving at an unusual location at which he'd retrieve a tape player and an envelope of photographs that would explain the mission objective for that episode, and once the tape had played, it would self-destruct. The mission briefing wasn't always delivered by a mini reel-to-reel tape recorder though, especially in the first season where Stephen Hill played Dan Briggs. They played around more with using other media, but the mini open-reel tape recorders are the ones that most people associate with the show. The machine we're looking at today first appeared in episode 26 of the first season, and then its final appearance was in episode 21 of the last season. Now, just counting the appearances in the briefing section, this machine was used in 48 episodes over the course of the series, making its most regular appearances in the last 2 seasons that aired between 1971 and 1973. Of course, the Philips compact cassette had been on the market for quite some time by then, first appearing in the US around the mid-1960s. However, the cassette was only used in one mission briefing scene in season 2, and this appearance is especially unusual as Jim brings along his own tape recorder with him in order to play back the cassette. Normally the tape player would be found in the location. The cassette player used in that scene was a very similar model to this one, but to make it appear more visually interesting on camera, they removed the cassette door so that the revolving cassette reels could be seen more clearly. Now, the open reel tape recorder I've got here doesn't look too familiar yet. However, it is the same design as the one seen in the show. But just like that Philips cassette recorder, in its standard configuration, the tape reels are hidden away behind a cover and are only visible through a small window. So again, to make the player more visually appealing for television, the door was taken off. Now, it's not intended to be removed, so doing so fires a couple of springs across the room, and without that lid in place, the machine is left with an unsightly raised section on the right-hand side. So it's important to shoot it from the right angles, preferably from above. But the player is seen with its cover in place ever so briefly in just one episode of the series when it's removed from the bag on the back of a motorcycle, but the cover is taken off before the tape is played. Taking a closer look at the machine itself, the model is a Sanyo MC2. It dates from approximately 1965. It's a simple mono half-track quarter-inch tape recorder. It has controls for play and rewind, but there's no fast-forward. There's a speaker on the rear, You have a volume control on the side, and it's a machine that's really more suited for recording voice than music. And that's because, like most of these mini open reel machines, it doesn't employ a very sophisticated mechanism. It's edge drive, which means the tape doesn't get controlled in speed by a pinch roller and a capstan. So, over the length of the reel, the tape speed will vary. It's fine if you play the audio back on the machine itself, but you wouldn't want to play these reels back on a more sophisticated machine. Those tape reels are an unusual diameter. They're just over 2¼ inches across, or 63 millimeters. And when they're on the player, they rest upon rubber platters that are rotated from the edge via the drive shaft from a motor that's located underneath.
That's neat.
It's angled to make contact with either reel depending upon the desired direction of tape movement. A separate switch on the end selects whether you want to record or play, and recordings are performed via an external microphone. And the recording level sensitivity can be adjusted through monitoring with an earpiece while adjusting that volume control. The plastic case can be opened up with the removal of just one screw, and the whole machine is powered by 4 AA batteries. Now, these alkalines I found are a little bit of a tight fit in that battery tray. They're a little bit wider in diameter than a standard battery, but you can see that the overall space in the machine has been used very efficiently, and the machine itself has a reassuring weight to it. Now, looking at the front here, you can see the tape path is helpfully drawn onto the backing there, and once I've removed the tape head cover, you can see how that record mechanism operates. Sliding the switch to the record position,
The light from a star can take millions of years to reach Earth. So when you look at a star, you're looking back.
Behind me here, I've got something that really could be quite interesting, especially if I could get it to work. I bought this in a non-functional state, but I think even if I can't get it working properly, it might still be interesting just having a poke around inside and having a look. I take it you've seen things like this before, this retro-inspired look Bluetooth speaker. Clearly not designed to fool anyone, because that's the real thing. This is a wall box from a Seabird jukebox, and this is the thing that you'd look through and select the track you wanted to play and press the buttons on the front, and then it would play it at the other end of the room. So you'd have this in your booth in a diner. You see these a lot nowadays. There's still a lot of them around, hooked up to modern systems. And in fact, I've even got this one able to play MP3s. I made a video about that ages ago. I'll put a link at the top of the screen. The reason this is here, though, is because I wanted to talk about this category, because I've got something very strange to show you today. Unique, really. These things, clearly that is not pretending to be that. There's another way that they've done these type of retro look inspired things, and it's things that almost are pretending to be antiques. You might have seen those record players designed to look like something from the 1920s with a big horn on the top, just about able to play a 78, but not really recommended. They're probably going to damage those records. They're more like a kind of look-alike antique. So that's the second category. So you've got the homage to something from the past, you've got the look-alike, and then you've got a third category, and that is something that's inspired by the look of things from the past, but not actually trying to replicate a particular device. And you might have seen those Spirit of St. Louis radio sets. There's all sorts of dials and clocks and...
Oh, that's neat.
Inside, but really, it's a modern day device that'll probably play CDs, have the radio on it, maybe even play MP3s, that kind of thing. Well, those came from a company called Polyconcept. And another thing that they came out with in 2004, well, let me just show you. Right, so here it is. It's the Real Media Centre. Now, looking at this, first off, what would your impressions be if you haven't seen one of these before? If it's anything like mine, you'd imagine that this is some kind of novelty device. The real section is just there for show. It does have a CD player in here, and it's got built-in speakers. It doesn't have a radio, strangely enough. You know, it's calling it a media centre. I'd imagine it would have a radio in, but anyway, I would just look at this and think, novelty CD player meant to look like an old reel-to-reel for some reason. There were shops in the UK called Past Times that were around for quite a number of years. They used to sell kind of tat like this, things that were designed to look like something that they were, you know, like an old radio from the 1930s, but they'd have a CD player in there, that kind of thing. Well, no, it's more than that.
Or a radio right now,
This is
or a dick.
actually a reel-to-reel tape recorder. This part up here actually works.
Look at that, look at my finger.
Just
Look at my finger, it spins around, and that's what I think
in
you do.
2004.
Look at my fingers.
Because this is not your
I number one.
reel-to-reel tape recorder as well.
And I'm gonna cut you guys off because the camera just did. Thanks for watching, guys. So yeah, I'm number one. I'm number one.